Hey Jeff, did you get a chance to see the Bad Guys too?
No, I didn't get a chance to see the Bad Guys too.
Yeah, I forgot to talk about this in what have you watched lately, so I'll just say real quick,
All
it's awesome in 3D.
right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Went to Neshaminy, and me and my brother were the only people in the theater. Rewatched it before Weapons. I was like, this is nice to be the only people in here.
I love being the only person in the movie theater.
Hell
I
yeah.
like. Sometimes I get mad when someone else comes in. And it's like they could be sitting rows away from me. It's like, oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. I was crossfaded. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I had a brownie, and then I went to the bar, the McGuffin's bar, and got a Frankly Delicious, and it was frankly delicious. It's the Naked Gun cocktail.
Okay.
It's a Cola, Bailey's, a shot of vodka, a shot of Kraken,
Jesus Christ.
and then it's all mixed together with Coke.
Yeah, that sounds like the sugar shits.
Oh, nigga, that shit was delicious.
that
was
sounds
delicious.
Like they call it the diabetes. I'm mad that I went to the Chamonix just to get that special edition poster, right? And they didn't have it.
Oh, for Naked Gun?
For Naked Gun. They did, like, I wanted the one where he's surfing on the badge. All they had was the one where I didn't even know they were putting this out.
Pull my finger.
Yeah.
I want you to pull my finger.
Yeah, I want you to pull my finger. I was like,
yeah, if you guys have a McGuffin's near you, try the Frankly Delicious, and also try the Jurassic World cocktail, because that shit was delicious. Don't get the Fantastic Four one. That tastes like shit.
I was about to ask you about that Fantastic Four one.
I got the Jurassic World and the Fantastic Four one when I went to go see it again in 3D, IMAX 3D, and like I was like, damn, the Jurassic World one, it tastes so much better than the Fantastic.
The Jurassic World cocktail is better than the movie.
Yeah. And they give you a big ass gummy to garnish it off.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like fucking like McGuffins. They should. I was just call that fucking the diabetes station.
Let me get in 3 drinks at once. I got those 2 and a high noon. Should see me walking in juggling 3 fucking cocktails.
Look! It's a day at the movies. It is a day at the movies.
Yo, listen. The only reason I only got one before the Bad Guys 2 is because we had 2 hours in between the Bad Guys 2 and Weapons, and I wanted to sober up because I don't like watching horror movies fucked up.
Right.
Especially since we're seeing that motherfucker in IMAX. So
yeah.
But anyways, Jeff, why don't you go ahead and kick us off, and then I'll do a solo one.
All right, cool. So let me talk about My Mother's Wedding, which is a new dramedy that's out in theaters right now. Written and directed by Kristen Scott Thomas. It's good, right? Like, I can't really say much about it. The story is 3 sisters who are you're living their lives. They're coming back to the farmhouse in England that they grew up in for their mother's 3rd marriage, right? Because her first 2 marriages, both of her husbands were in the military and they died, right? So this is like her third marriage. She's older. They're all grown up. They're happy, and it's all the bullshit that comes along with 3 people living separate lives who are bonded by a certain trauma. It is well acted all the way through, even though I wasn't sold on Scarlett Johansson's British accent.
Right? Just like when she was Japanese in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, like I wasn't buying the accent, but the acting's all there. And it's actually a little bit more biting than you would think a movie like this would be, right?
You said she was on her 3rd marriage, right?
Right, because of her first 2 husbands died in the wars and shit.
That kind of trips me out because I'm like, yo, by marriage number 2, like, I'm not getting married again.
Yeah, but this is also 30 years after her 2nd husband died. You know what I'm saying?
All right, because I'll be seeing stories where people will be like, "Yeah, this is my like fourth or fifth marriage." I'm just like, maybe marriage is just not for you, my dude.
Yeah, no, I get it. But like, this is not like, fortunately, this is not divorce remarried. This is my husband's died in the military.
Yeah, she
All
needs
right.
to pick better husbands then. Like, I hope this is this third one. Is he in the military too?
No, like he's just an old retired man, and that comes into play because the daughters are like, our dads were, so much more exciting and everything like that. This guy's boring, and it's like, yeah, well, I want boring, I
Oh,
want
yeah.
nice.
What a shitty thing to say, bro. Like, what a shitty thing to say. Yeah, your husband, their fathers were exciting, and then look what happened.
Right, and
What
like
a fucking
yeah,
shitty thing to say.
that all comes into play, and this is actually based partly on Kristen Scott Thomas's life because she had a father and a stepfather who were both in the military, who both died.
God damn.
Right. Um, so like I had no idea about that. So like this is loosely based on her uh on her life. It's not totally based. There's a lot of there's a lot of fiction here, but that fact is true. This is it's a nice movie. It's a nice family movie. Like the genre, like, and the return home, dealing with past trauma in a hilarious fashion movie, right? It sort of reminds me of like fried green tomatoes in England, right? Or steel magnolias in England. Uh, for Kristen Scott Thomas's first directing and writing role, it's pretty good. It's not going to be your favorite movie, but this is something I could see you putting on a Sunday afternoon with a loved one and just watching and enjoying and moving on from there. Uh, Listen to the end of this episode because we were able to grab a 4-minute interview with uh, Oscar nominee Kristen Scott Thomas to talk about where the movie came from. But yeah, my daughter's wedding. Oh, my mother's wedding. It's in theaters now for as long as movies stay in theaters. So hopefully by the time you listen to this, you can still catch it.
All right. I want to do something that's been popular on Netflix. It's been so popular that they're putting a sing-along version in theaters. Uh, K-pop Demon Hunters. Like when I saw this, I was just like, this is what everybody's hyped up off of. I was just like, whatever. I hit play. The Sony logo pops up. I was like, oh, this is a Sony joint. I'm like, damn, yo, like Sony stay fucking up because watching this movie, I was just like, oh, this shit is fun, and I'm having a good time, and these songs are hella catchy. I was like, y'all could have made like $500 million off this motherfucker instead of dumping it to Netflix. This is too good to be on Netflix.
So is it a TV show or is it a
It's
movie?
a movie.
Okay, right, because it keeps on showing up in my feed, um, and I'm like, do I really want to? Do I want to?
It,
Do I
it's
want to?
it's a good time. Like it's
Okay.
clearly made for young girls, right? But
Mm-hmm.
watching it, I was just like, man, this is some good solid entertainment that kids need that's just not available to them in theaters outside of the Bad Guys 2 or Lilo and Stitch or Smurfs, which is gone now. Like you can't even see that. Like
It's
that
it's
came
it's
and went.
like it's literally on demand right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, uh who who would have thought people wouldn't want to pay to see Smurfs for a fourth time?
Hmm, that's interesting. That's weird.
uh anyways, look, I think it's funny that the antagonist of the movie is a K-pop boy band and they're demons and they got to come to terms with fighting with demons that they fell in love with. That's hilarious.
All right, that actually sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, like it is a good time. Like I'm pretty sure they're probably working on a sequel right now.
That'll be in theaters. Watch.
Yo, yo, I'm saying because if Demon Slayer is getting away with putting episodes into theaters as a movie. I don't want to hear it, yo. Like, I don't want to hear it.
Especially stuff that's so niche like that. Like your audience will come out to see that shit, especially a sing along. If they did a sing along version,
Yeah, it's
come on.
coming to theaters. I didn't see a release date. I don't know when it is, but it's soon. It's coming to theaters, a sing along version. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all. Netflix, I thought you hated theaters though.
I mean, like you do until you don't, right? You do until you see like, oh, I can make some money off this.
They are literally the only service who doesn't want to put their shit in theaters. Everybody, even Hulu, puts their movies in the theaters when they make them. Like, they're the only company. I'm like, yo, you guys understand, like, this can only take you so far.
Right. And we were talking about this last night. This bubble's gonna burst.
Again, I don't pay for Netflix, man. Like, you know me, I wouldn't be watching Demon Slayer. I wouldn't have seen this. Wouldn't have seen Happy Gilmore 2. Wouldn't have seen The Old Guard if it wasn't that this was part of my Verizon package.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And now I got approved for a press account after how many years of doing this? They finally circled back around. It's just like, yeah. So look, we've been keeping an eye on you. Here's your press account. And I was like, God damn, y'all. I was like, all right. So now I got a Netflix press account. I have no idea how to use it. Like, I apparently have to request titles and then they'll send them to me. And I'm just like, y'all, like, this is.
Do they give you a list of titles?
I have to go through the Media Hub and do it. And the Media Hub is a pain in the ass to figure out.
Yeah, that sounds dumb.
Yeah, I'm just like, why not just give us a Netflix account and then just upload everything and have it watermarked? Like what they used to do for the Guild. That's how we saw shit early on the Guild. Is we had the Netflix account, then they'd have it watermarked. You have to enter in a password, and then boom. Because you did it. Like I shouldn't be saying this, but I lent you the screener so we could review Don't Look Up. You had to enter in the passcode.
Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting that was we saw that beforehand. It was not worth it.
Yeah. So anyways, look, if you got Netflix, yeah, watch it because you're already paying for it,
right?
Or if you're like me, you're not paying for it. Fucking watch it for free. Either way, if you got Netflix, you might as well use it. Just watch this shit. It's not bad. It's a good time. It's less than 2 hours. Moving on. What do you want to talk about, Jeff? What do you want to talk about next?
What do we want to?
Because I guess we could do Borderline, and then go into Splitsville.
Okay. Borderline is written and directed by the writer of Cocaine Bear, right? Starring Samara Weaving. This movie's weird, right?
It's like every quirky comedy though that has come out like in the past 8 years.
Yeah.
It's like really nothing new.
Yeah, it's definitely a pandemic movie. It is about a pop star who has a stalker and a bodyguard, and a whole bunch of crazy characters interact. Like, I don't want to give away too much because half of it's like kind of the discovery, but this is a fun little movie, right? It's 90
minutes.
It's quick. It's weird. It's enjoyable enough, but kind of utterly forgettable.
Because you've seen it before. Like, yo, Samara Weaving did this exact type of shit with Ready or Not. Like, we've gotten like quirky horror comedies like this before where they're just strange and weird.
Right. And so
Jimmy Fails is her boyfriend.
Right. Jimmy Fails is her boyfriend. Eric Dane.
Yep, is the bodyguard.
Right.
Ray Nicholson is the stalker.
Yeah. And
he's the best thing about the movie.
Yeah, everybody's having fun.
Like, yo, damn, like Ray Nicholson, I was just like, man, you need to be working more.
Yeah. Between this and Smile 2,
Yeah.
you know,
I was watching it. I was just like, you know, you almost look you look like your dad, but you also do look like Alden Ehrenreich. And I
right.
like Alden Ehrenreich, but I'm like, maybe you should be having the career he has.
Yeah, right, exactly. Especially since he's Legacy, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, this movie, Borderline, look, it's on Peacock. It's 90 minutes. It's fun. It's quirky. It's weird. It's strange. But like beyond that, like I can't really. There's nothing here that I haven't seen before, like you said. But it's sometimes just like being well executed is enough for me, right? So like this is
Fair enough.
this is well executed. It's definitely better than Freaky Tales.
I still have to watch it because that just popped up on HBO Max, and everybody's losing their shit. They're like, "Yo, it's amazing," and I was like, "All right,
It's
I'll
like
get to it this weekend, bro."
like no, the last segment is amazing, right? Everything else is I liked fucking Pulp Fiction too, right? Like that's what it feels like. Like okay, you made Pulp Fiction in L.A. with you know in the 90s. Cool.
Let me give it a watch. I'll
Yeah.
see. I'll see.
Yeah. All right. So that's Borderline. We actually have an interview with Samara Weaving and the writer director who was her husband. But that's going to be on a separate episode,
All right.
a mini episode.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do Splitsville. I've been looking forward to this movie for a minute, and look, this shit's hilarious. Like, it's absolutely hilarious. Everybody in this makes a poor choice from moment one on. Like, this starts off at a 10 and keeps going until it hits a 20. Like, the first scene, they're in a car doing a sing along. Adriana Arjona and the dude who wrote and directed it, he also stars in it. He's driving down the road. She's trying to give him a BJ to spice up their life. And man, this is always why you have to be alert on the road, because it wasn't them, it was another car. And it leads to one of the most craziest car crashes I've seen in recent history, where I was just like, holy shit. Like, it's so violent that the whole fucking audience started laughing, because we're just like, yo, that was wild. Yo. And then what's funny about it is, even though it's fucked up of what's happening on screen, homie's dick is still.
I look. That's why Roadhead. Like no, Roadhead leads to so many ER visits where something has to be reattached.
So like the comedy in this is just humiliating and physical. So it's physical comedy and humiliating comedy, because like you're just watching two dudes get cucked the entire movie unwillingly by situations one created. Like, the one dude created, I was like, dude, you did that to yourself. Number
Right.
one. The other dude, he did it unwillingly just because he's a good dude, and he's just, how can I say this? It's like, this is what I love about this movie, because I've talked about this on the last episode, how I love reading stories on Reddit about open marriages and cheaters, because it never works out, because either the cheater gets caught and they're just like, all right, well, it's divorce, and they're like, no, please, no, please, no, please. And then you find out it becomes more, because once they get caught, then you find out, oh, it wasn't just this one dude, it was 5 other dudes. Or for the guy, oh, it was like 10 other women. Oh, wait a minute, the dude might have caught an STD. Oh, the dude may have gotten pregnant. Oh, the woman got pregnant from her affair partner. Like, one of my favorite stories on Reddit is called my wife and her insane behavior, where this dude he marries his high school sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
They both lose their virginity to each other. That's who they've been with. One day she walks up to him and is just like, hey, she goes back to work, right? She has anxiety and like depression, and she didn't work, but then she decided to go back to work. Her mood immediately lifts. 6 months after she goes back to work, she goes up to her husband's like, "Hey, how about an open marriage?" And he just looks at her like, "The fuck? What do you mean?" And she's like, I want an open marriage. I feel like I've missed out on life, and I want to have an adventure. And he's like, where the fuck is this coming from? And she's like, yeah, my coworkers told me I deserve it. Come to find out,
She's fucking coworkers. Yeah.
the coworkers are either single because they can't stay in a relationship, obviously, they're divorced, or they're single moms. So that toxic group of people have influenced her decision to open up her marriage. You know what this dude said to her? You are playing with fire. And the only reason I'm going to agree to do this is because if I know I don't, you're probably going to go do some other shit anyway. Right. So what happens is she goes on a bunch of one-night stands over the course of a year before finally settling in on the one person who laid the idea in her head with her group, with the bunch of her coworkers, which is her boss.
Yeah, so he's like, he played some fucking villainous lay the groundwork type shit.
Oh, but this story gets even crazier. He apparently, his wife could clearly tell this was killing him. Like, he would cry every time she would leave. He's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try this open marriage shit too. He goes on a few dates, he sleeps around, and then he finally finds this woman from South Korea who treats him like a king. And lo and behold, this nigga falls in love. His wife sees like he's fallen in love, and then what happens? I think we should close the relationship. I don't want to do this anymore. And then the husband's just like, no, we're not closing the relationship. Come to find out, she found out her group of friends were poisonous, and she shouldn't have been listening to them. And then she also found out she stayed late at work one day. Bless you. She stayed at work late. She walked past her boss's office. He was speaking to another supervisor, and she overheard him say, like, dude was like, yeah, so what about that dude? What about that woman that you're banging, our fucking employee? He's just like, yeah, I love my fiance, so I know she's thinking about leaving her husband for me, but she was a nice distraction. But I can't leave my fiance. And he's like, well, how you going to do that to her and the husband? And he's like, well, the husband, you snooze, you lose. Well, come to find out, this dude, as soon as she broke it off and she quit her job, come to find out, her friend in that toxic friend group decided to test the boss as well. Be like, hey, you know, my turn with the boss, even though she has a boyfriend she's engaged to. Well, same thing happened, and she got pregnant. So once the boss broke it off with her after getting pregnant, she was in so much stress because her boyfriend found out and left. She had a miscarriage and lost the baby.
Holy shit.
So she hits up this woman and says, how did you and your husband work on this? And the husband saw this as he's leaving, because she got on a video call crying, saying, how did you and your husband work it out? And the husband's just in the background with a smirk on his face as he's walking out the front door. He's living in an apartment with his South Korean girlfriend, decides to meet up with his ex-wife. Well, he doesn't. He just decides to go home and start packing more shit because he thought, oh, she's not going to be there. He walks in, she's there, and she has the audacity to like literally scream at him, what does this woman do for you that I don't do? And I'm just like, well, she don't lie, don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? Because it came out that before she asked for the open relationship, her and the boss were doing mutual masturbation in front of each other.
Jesus Christ. What kind of fucking business is this? Jesus.
Yeah, because this is apparently the woman who lost the baby and lost her boyfriend, she recruited her to take down the boss, and they did. And the boss is just basically, he was fired. He screamed at both of them life and having his fiance leave him. And I'm like, bro, but you at that point you're a predator, because if you slept with these two, you definitely were sleeping with that whole little group of women.
Is the astronomer story?
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many stories like this on Reddit where I'm just like, yo, every time I've seen, whether it's a man or a woman, it's like, hey, can we open the relationship? The other partner either's like, no, I don't want to do this, and it leads to a divorce, or they're just like, oh, you want to open a relationship? It's open now because I'm fucking leaving. Bye. And that's
So
what this movie is. This movie is the comedy version of every cheating and open marriage story I've read on Reddit. But it's just, it is not as cruel, but it's funny just because I'm like, yeah, like Adriana or Jorna is just like every woman who decides to cheat on their man, where their man goes and finds some new woman, and she's just like, wait, what? Well, maybe we can fix this. I'm like, oh, so you can go ahead and fuck all these other men and women, but then as soon as your partner who you threw away, you didn't care about, goes and finds something, you're like, well, maybe we should work on our marriage. It's like, man, fuck you.
I'm right. Yep.
Yo, I'm gonna tell, and this is the last story I'm gonna talk about because this was fucking vile. I read one where this happened to some dude where his wife was cheating, and he's just like, all right, well, we're gonna get a divorce, and she's like, cool. As soon as he got a girlfriend and moved out, she's like, well, maybe, and he was still those old feelings came back. He fucked her a few times, and then right after he came inside her the last time, he's just like, yeah, this ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna stick with my girlfriend. We're still getting a divorce. I was just like, yo, that's some scumbag shit to keep having sex with her.
I mean, look.
Listen, I was just like, yo, know what you want before you get married and commit yourselves, y'all.
That's fucking Splitsville. That's his review.
I can't wait to see this again. There's a 35 millimeter print that's floating around in the city starting next week that the cast and crew are going to be introducing and doing Q&As. I'm going to try and see this in 35 because it's a good looking movie. It is shot on film.
Cool.
But this movie is wild. It is hilarious. Like, I don't want to say too much more, but like, yeah, go on Reddit.
I can't wait to see this shit. I can't wait to see.
Yo, shout out to Dakota Johnson because she's like the only person in this movie besides the main character where I was like, yeah, I get where you two are coming from. The other people, like her and her husband, have an open marriage, and that's why the dude sleeps with Dakota Johnson. It's just because this is in the trailer,
right?
So I don't feel bad for saying this. You find out why the marriage is open, and I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You opened your marriage because of that? I was just like, what kind of fucking psycho are you, man? And Adriana Arjona, bro, she has like 10 partners throughout the course of this movie, rubbing it in this nigga's face. And then this nigga starts sleeping with Dakota Johnson, and she's like, well, maybe we could work on our marriage.
All right. Look, I can't wait to see this movie.
Oh, Splitsville. Oh, man. Oh, shit. What do you want to do next? You want to do Weapons or Nobody 2?
Oh, shit. I forgot. Yeah, we still got 2 more movies.